Good afternoon, church. It is Tuesday, March the 17th, and God is still good. This is day 2 of this, and it's a challenging time. I was struck today as I was thinking about this, about the fact that we chose for this Lenten season the theme, abiding in darkness, awaiting the light. And this is indeed a dark time. I know there are many who are suffering, many who are physically sick, many who are suffering for lack of the necessities of daily life. Of course, many of our sisters and brothers around the world suffer with us. But I'm also reminded, and this is right at the heart of the theme that we chose for this season, I'm reminded that that even and especially in the midst of darkness, God is at work, that God is breaking through, that God's light continues to surprise us. And I thank God for that. I've been blessed in so many ways these last couple of days by you, by the amazing sacrifices I'm seeing in this community, this church community, and the larger community. We may learn some things through this process that make us a more faithful people, a more caring, sacrificial people. And my hope is that that will happen. I think that will be a good thing for us, even as we journey together through some challenging circumstances. So I appreciate your taking the time to click on this today. I do have some updates for you, quite a few less than I had yesterday, but still some important ones. First of all, Pastor Amy did do her prayer time, her devotional time today at noon, and you can see that that prayer time linked on our website, fccgranbury.live. We did have some technical challenges with the YouTube page at that time, so that one is actually on Facebook, and I think you have to have a Facebook account to access it. We did get that worked out, so we know that tomorrow when Pastor Amy goes to do that at noon, it will be on YouTube and linked again, of course, at fccgranbury.live. Parkinson's boxing. Scott filmed his first live streamed version of that class today, and you can see that linked on our site as well, fccgranbury.live. And he may film a few more of those, may do some of them live going forward, but he is also making plans to go and visit current participants in that class in their homes and teach them one-on-one. So that will be happening. Tomorrow, the men's group, the men's prayer group will meet digitally at 7 o'clock in the morning, prayer time at 7:30. Dan Kerr is leading that. And men of that group, Austin Staggs has sent you an email with a link to the Google Hangout. Now, you have to have a Google account to access that, but it's pretty easy to set up, and Austin is happy to help you set that up. So please do see that email. I think we're going to have a good time tomorrow morning. Dan will lead his devotional, and we'll meet for a while and just hang out beforehand. So I'm hoping that you can participate with that. If you have any problems or challenges, please let Pastor Austin or I know, and we can get you set up. All right, the youth group will meet tomorrow at 5:30, and Pastor Austin will be in touch with you, all of our members of that group, about how to participate in that. And just a reminder as well that as of now, we are still planning to have our youth group mission trip this summer. We're hoping that things have settled down by then. If we can't do that, we can't. But in the meantime, we're planning on that trip. And Pastor Austin has put a link on our church website, fccgranbury.org, where you can click and buy a really cool FCC Granbury t-shirt. And a significant portion of the proceeds of that purchase will go directly to helping our youth go on their mission trip this summer. So please do check that out. We are going to continue with the Lenten potluck and program that we had. We're just not going to have the potluck piece of that. I'm going to be recording the people that we're going to be speaking, and we'll put those stories up online for you, where you can link to them directly there at fccgranbury.live and hear the stories. We'll have Brenda Jeter's story tomorrow, And Carol Wright's, I think, will be up on Thursday. Looking to have Janie Lewis's story up on Monday. Pastor Austin and his wife Jordan next Wednesday. And then probably Amy and Danny Dwight the following week. So all the people that we're going to share their stories of redemption and hope found in the midst of darkness, you'll still have the chance to share in those right here, fccgranbury.live. Finally, we're going to add the church prayer list directly to the website so that you can access that in the days ahead. We will be updating it, every day and just kind of keeping track of that. And we'll put a link to that right there at fccgranbury.org where you can check in on that prayer list. And we certainly encourage you to pray for our people and for all people in the days ahead. I said finally, it wasn't finally. There's one more thing. Which is that we are planning to meet. I did use that word. There will have to be an in-person component of this. We're still thinking through how to make that really safe. We'll have gloves, we'll spread out, but we need to pack food for children in need in Hood County. And so we're going to be working, as I said, on how to do that as safely as possible. Ray and Rick are taking the food that we've already bagged over to Granbury High School tomorrow. And we'll continue to be in touch with the schools and with our contacts there about how to support these families through this challenging time. I had a link in the email and in the video yesterday to the things that Mission Granbury is asking for. You can still see that list on our website. And certainly if you have the opportunity, if you're out and about picking up groceries or something and you can drop by Mission Granbury, they're set up to collect, kind of doing a drive-through thing to collect those items there and get those into the hands of people that need them. Friends, a lot going on, a lot of ways to continue to be church. I would say, above all, I would encourage you to continue to pray, and God will meet you in that prayer. I'd like to close today with a reading from the Gospel of Luke, the 7th chapter, beginning in verse 1. After Jesus had finished all his sayings in the hearing of the people, he entered Capernaum. A centurion there had a slave whom he valued highly and who was ill and close to death. When he heard about Jesus, he sent some Jewish elders to him, asking him to come and heal his slave. When they came to Jesus, they appealed to him earnestly, saying, "He is worthy of having you do this for him, for he loves our people, and it is he who built our synagogue for us." And Jesus went with them. But when he was not far from the house, the centurion sent friends to him to say to him, "Lord, do not trouble yourself, for I am not worthy to have you come under my roof. Therefore I did not presume to come to you. But only speak the word, and let my servant be healed. For I also am a man set under authority with soldiers under me, and I say to one, 'Go,' and he goes, and to another, 'Come,' and he comes, and to my slave, 'Do this,' and the slave does it." When Jesus heard this, he was amazed at him. And turning to the crowd that followed him, he said, "I tell you, not even in Israel have I found such faith." When those who had been sent returned to the house, they found the slave in good health. Well, perhaps there was some social distancing practiced here, but I think the most important message in this text for us today relates to the importance of journeying in faith, trusting in our God, and while we are physically apart, sticking together in spirit. God bless you.